Jesus.
So, let's start this, let's get this bread.
Oh, I forgot about my marketing strategy.
You know, this honestly looks real good on the, this TV.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn. Training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig?
Benny, stop being a bitch.
Rest
You
in
made
peace,
your last
Matthew
delivery,
Perry.
kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene.
You know what's
Where
What
funny?
you're
if,
going must
okay,
seem
what
like an
if I took your
18-carat
fancy
run of
gun there,
bad
Benny,
luck.
and I shoved it up your ass? What then?
Truth is, the
Buddy,
game
did
was
I
rigged
ever
from the
send you
start.
that one video?
I don't know. Not very specific.
Alright, so, there was one time I played this. Matt was there. He's seen this. I let Benny do his whole villain monologue when I went to encounter him. And then, at point blank range, I blasted his ass with a Fat Man launcher.
Oh yeah, you did send me that. I remember.
Says, or else what, punk? Or else this?
Or it's like, or else.
I like to think that when I killed him, the two guards that were,
You're
you know,
awake.
walking in the hallway
How about
heard it
that?
and were like, yeah, we're not fucking with that.
They
Whoa,
probably
easy
turned
there,
into
easy.
ghouls from the radiation from
You've
that.
been out cold a couple of days
Nah,
now.
Fat Man is
Why don't you just
significantly
relax
weaker
a
in
second?
power compared to the
Take your
actual
bearings.
nuke.
Let's see
Well,
what
yeah,
the
I know that,
damage
but
is.
still.
How about your name?
They were turned
Can you
into
tell me your
ghouls
name?
from the radiation. You'll have
Can't
to edit
say
it
it's
out.
what
Kurt-
I'd have picked for you, but if
Eh.
that's your name, that's your
I'll
name.
leave
Please
it
show
in.
baby.
Why
I'm
not?
Doc Mitchell.
Mwah.
Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Dear God. Alright. My color, green. Actually, wait. Huh? Looks a little bit like me.
Nice.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Alright, let's take a double look at my guy. Yes. Perfect. And we can change that big mountain if we need to.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Alright, let's start making our special guy. So we're gonna go with the Circus Strongman. I'll leave Perception alone, leave Endurance alone. Get that Charisma up to 6. That Intel up to 6. And we'll change these as needed.
Surprised anybody'd want to tangle with you. Heck, you could go Deathclaw hunting with a switch. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a big one. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and go through a couple of questions? See if you know so far.
Let's see. Yeah. All right, everyone, get ready for the psych evaluation.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House.
Feed.
Night.
Shelter. Silence.
Bandit. Light.
Reasonable. Dark.
Mother.
Caretaker.
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Agree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
No opinion.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Strongly
I
disagree.
charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Strongly
Almost
agree.
done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Ooh, I love these. A broken
Okay.
chain.
How about this one?
A radio tower.
Last one.
Two bears high-fiving.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you. Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
And now we get to pick our traits. So I usually go Wild Wasteland and Trigger Discipline, but I hear this skill is significantly better. Skilled but not experienced. You gain +5 to every skill, but you level up slower.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Okay, but why your character bricked up like that?
What do you mean bricked up like that? It's accurate.
You look and you're just like, yeah.
He likes me for real.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the
It's a
note
one-to-one
look. I
replica.
thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew
Stop
up in one
playing
of
with
them
my
vaults they
microphone.
made before
No.
the war. We
No,
all got
Frankie,
one.
no.
Ain't
No,
much
Frankie,
used to be
so no.
now, but you might
Oh
want
yes,
such a
you're
thing after
adorable.
what
Thank
you've
you
been
for the
through.
kisses, but no, you cannot play with my
I know
microphone.
what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
One day, I'm just gonna create a compilation of me cooing over Frankie Sue. During...
Do you want me to edit music over it?
Yes.
Alright, thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sonny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
We're not doing hardcore mode. I know
No.
some people would probably like to see it, but I'm sorry, but I ain't got that. I ain't got them tungsten balls, despite being bricked up.
I expect you'll be wanting to go outside after being cooped up for so long, but if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can.
My wounds still hurt a little. You got something for me, Doc?
Of course. You've been through a lot.
Drugs.
It ain't much, but these'll do you right if the
Drugs.
pain flares up.
I need medical supplies.
Sure.
Need drugs. Drugs. No, thank you. Drugs. How did you get in my house?
Drugs. Alright, now first things first.
I hear you, Frankie.
Yeah, I will definitely be doing all the DLC to the game. That being said, neck. And it'll go off if you stay too close to these radios that fuck with the frequency. But then there's some radios that you can't destroy or turn off, and you just gotta try to avoid them. Then there's poisonous gas, ghost people that can bring themselves back to life, unless you cut their limbs off. And as a DLC where choice matters.
Mwah.
Well, you know, that glitch still works.
There goes Frankie Sue fluttering away.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out that
Don't mention
grave.
it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Never seen a robot like you.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
So how'd you happen to find
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
So, you want to hear a fun fact? Anyone?
Alright.
So, Victor... Some people have theorized that Cooper Howard, the ghoul from the Fallout TV show, is the face on Victor's screen.
Oh,
Because
huh.
Cooper Howard played, cowboys and stuff in the movies.
Okay.
Victor's character on the screen face thing is actually a real-life Vegas mascot called Vegas Vic.
Ah.
You can actually look up pictures of him. It's kind of funny that for a few days some people were believing that theory, and then they remembered, oh yeah, Vegas Vic is a thing. This game was my first RPG as a kid. Which isn't terrible, but at the same time, it's like kind of a weird introduction to role-playing games, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That reminds me, what does my science skill look? Alright. So a couple of years ago, I went to a convention and I tried sarsaparilla for the first time.
Ooh, what did you think?
So, to describe the flavor, it's like if root beer and licorice had a baby.
I've had sarsaparilla plenty of times in my life. I actually live close to a place that makes it.
Are you kidding me? Well, there's no kill like overkill.
True.
Huh. You know, I never knew you could, break those egg things. Hold on. Alright.
I'm a BRB to get Frankie to bed,
Okay.
but I will be right back.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Why you call it Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
You were a prospector, like digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
You know anything about the people who
The
attacked
one
me?
in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Find anything good while prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
We're a little short on caps. You don't suppose there's any work
Not in
available.
Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of... Everything all right? Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? That's the right idea. Look, try crouching down. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? Okay, you're on. Go give him hell. See? You're getting...
I'm back. Apologies, it took a few minutes. I had to talk with my mom a bit.
That's cool. Starting the tutorial shit. They usually do. Alright.
See ya.
See you. Alright, so.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end.
Now, before I do any that, I'm gonna go do a mission side quick.
I like side missions.
Golden rule of the Raceland: thou shalt always be sidetracked by some bullshit, anywhere, anyhow. Cooper Howard, 2296. I'm sorry, that will forever be my favorite line in that fucking show. I also love how New Vegas decided to be smart with their animals to where there's an aggressiveness range. Because in Fallout 3, these fucking bloatflies would see you and immediately start trying to charge your ass like you ain't carrying guns.
Oh, yeah, Kenny, I forgot to tell you. Yesterday I watched A Haunted House with Ed.
Hold on. The first one or the second one?
The first one.
The first one had me crying laughing.
It goes
He accidentally uploaded it.
I know.
I like when he called his friend to come help deal with the ghost, and the dude's a literal priest and he acts like a gangster.
He's not. He was, what's the word? He was, I'm trying to think of the word. Basically, he was given his, he was given his priestly position while he was in prison.
You know what? I can respect it.
Started quoting friggin' Pulp Fiction.
So, I'm just gonna say right now, the Powder Gangers were the dumbest designed faction in the game. For one reason, and it's the NCR. They decided to literally just inhabit a prison in the middle of fucking nowhere. Just to bring NCR criminals, right? And they're like, okay, we're gonna have y'all blow up the certain things with dynamite so we can start building a railway to help with the NCR stuff. Explain to me the whose bright idea it was to give a bunch of convicts dynamite.
Look at you, walking in here like you're one of us. Don't you know this is Powder Ganger
that's
territory?
That's a very good question. I don't
What's
have an
up?
answer.
One day.
And then they're just sticking around the correctional facility because it's the most fortified position in the wasteland. My boy.
My broken window is more fortified. And that thing's covered up by a sheet of cardboard, duct tape, and plastic.
I mean, you ain't wrong. That is fortified. Just gonna